Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another live stream. Happy NVIDIA earnings report day. Yesterday was pretty ugly for Bitcoin. Got rejected at the 200-day simple moving average. What are we doing? What are we doing now, Bitcoin? We're going to have to wait and see if this is a wick down from, below support. What are we doing? I am assuming that we will see another good NVIDIA earnings report and that we will see things go higher. But, one thing that I will say based off of that big dump yesterday is I'm more of the mindset right now that we are not going to have a big run-up leading to the rate cuts. And so it won't be a buy the rumor, sell the news thing. And it may end up just being even a non-event, dare I say. And then we just wait for October, and October is historically a bullish month. So we will see. But, okay, going live on TikTok. Good morning, Saad. Afternoon, Grant. Good morning, Albert. Top 3 high cap alts before November. Let me say good morning to everyone first. Good morning, John and Jeff. High cap alts before November. I mean, I would say before October. And what do I say for high cap? How about I just look in the top 50 here? CoinMarketCap.com. Polygon price prediction. I had a $7.86 price target, but that was under a normal 4-year halving cycle mindset, which I don't think we're going to have anymore. Not a normal 4-year halving cycle. Hello, Nick. Good morning, Nick. Something else. So, yeah, smash up that like button on the live stream on TikTok. Let's get lots of people in here since I'm live on my personal account. Oh, yeah, top 50. So top 50, I'm just going to scroll down here. Probably none of the top 10, although XRP will explode at some point. You know what? Shiba Inu, honestly, Bitcoin goes to a new all-time high. People will download Robinhood. They'll download Coinbase, Robinhood, and Crypto.com, and they'll buy a lot of Shiba Inu. Maybe Caspa. Let's see. Let's look some more. I don't want to give 2 meme coins. I would say Pepe. So IMX looks good short term. All right, top 50, top 50. I'm running out of time. Arweave, number 50. I'll say that. When's the NVIDIA talk? The NVIDIA report is after the close today. Thank you, Daniel. Hello, Banter. Good morning, Crayon Dave. Ollie, good afternoon. I'm in Eastern Europe for another week. It's hard to keep up with your content on this sleeping schedule. All right. Well, Alex, I'm 50x long on Render. What do you think? I'm assuming you opened that long yesterday. There's a couple of things that I would say to that. If you opened the long at the bottom yesterday, sure, you're up on that long. Render, there is some concern, I do believe, about Render selling off after the NVIDIA earnings report. That's what happened the last 2 times. So we'll see. I don't know. Buy or sell AOs today? Neither. I'm not selling my AOs. I bought some. 574. I'd take some off the table, maybe close half of it and then move half to break even around the time of the NVIDIA earnings report. Hello, Anthony. Alex, do not talk politics anymore. No, I'm gonna talk about politics sometimes. I just I know what to say that's not gonna trigger TikTok. I was a little careless yesterday. Good morning, Angelfish. LCX price prediction still $7. If we see full-blown euphoria, a full alt season, yes. If we do not, no. We need full-blown alt season. Oh, come on. I'm trying to turn off my air conditioner. There we go. Hello, Matt. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Suki. Hello. Hello, Paul. Good morning, Joey. I wouldn't be that leveraged on anything AI related with NVIDIA earnings today. Way too risky. Yeah. Can you do Jupiter, please? Jupiter's probably still a little bit off from my desire to buy Jupiter. Let's see. It's held up pretty well, actually. Wow. Okay. So I drew a fib, swing low to swing high, and Jupiter is holding support at its 236 retrace. That's 76.81 cents. So and right now it's at 80 cents. I'm not. You buy it at the 236 retrace. That's probably a good time to get in. Try keeping up from Australia. Yeah, that's for sure. Filecoin, don't touch Filecoin. It's too highly inflationary. Let me see the Filecoin chart real quick. I tried entering a short on Filecoin yesterday, and I was devastated. There were two cryptos I tried shorting yesterday, Filecoin and Fetch AI, and I missed both of them. And that's a bummer. I would have made decent returns on that. So now, I mean, the deal with Filecoin, too inflationary, clear downtrend, no sign of a higher high, none at all. You know, maybe this $3.23 level holds its support. Is that the bear market bottom? Yeah, it was around the bear market bottom. You know, previous bear market bottom was a little under $3. So it's back down to bear market bottom levels. Ethan, come on, man. I'm still grinding with HEEHEE every day. We launched at the peak. HEEHEE launched at the peak. But get all that stuff out of here. Any accusations? I burned $7 million, my entire bag. I have been accumulating literally every day since then. I am buying HEEHEE. I'm a believer in HEEHEE. I will never give up on it. Let's see. Prediction on the NVIDIA closing share price. JN, I actually don't monitor the NVIDIA stock price. Any thoughts on CryoDAO? Man, I haven't heard about CryoDAO for like a year. So I don't know. Big D, much love for Big D. I just don't know anything about CryoDAO. I don't think it's done dumping. It can certainly not be done dumping. Yeah. Guys, I hate to say it, like September is historically a bad month. We're about to enter into one of the worst months of the year. But then December October and November are historically two of the best months of the year. Two of the three best months of the year. So I'm sorry, you know, we gotta just plow through. We have 33 days. Can you make it another 33, 34 days? And I'm not promising like October 1st, but it may be. It may be that October 1st things go higher. But I'm quite convinced that Bitcoin will put in a new all-time high in October. So let's see. Geo. I don't know what Geo is. Good morning, Scented Pleasures. Sui. I talked about Sui as a good short-term play a couple weeks ago. Let me look at the chart real quick. 83.4. Oh, all right, Geo typo. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it still looks fine. It's definitely, to me at least, in an uptrend. So buy the dip on Sui. When will you sell your HEEHEE in price? I'll never sell my HEEHEE. I'll either just buy and hold forever, or I'll donate it. But I don't know if I would get into even like legal trouble selling HEEHEE. So I'm gonna play it safe. Dogs on Ton Block. I haven't looked into it. Guys, I'm live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. Because I'm live on my personal TikTok account, I'm going to be able to respond to the comments, more comments than normal, but I am responding to every comment on YouTube. So I can't I can't respond to every comment on TikTok though. I actually feel quite cautious about NVIDIA earnings. Could be not what the market is hoping for, and we see a big dump. Could be wrong, but just feel we recovered too quickly from the carry trade. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, you know, if NVIDIA misses, I would assume that that's going to be really bad. Yeah, that the stock market and crypto will dump pretty hard. Maybe that would even be a catalyst for us to revisit the lows on Bitcoin, that liquidation low from August 5th. We'll see. I'm hopeful that they're going to give a positive report. Now, could the market respond negatively on a positive report? It's possible. So, good morning. Your thoughts, Jasmine? End of year higher, maybe like 8 cents. There's a 236 fib from 2021 that would put it at about 8 cents. So, any thoughts on Chris Bernstein and his 10 trillion to cycle? After rates bottom out and the money printers turned on, he's probably, I don't know who Chris Bernstein is, but I'm quite convinced that's not happening in 2024, 2025. Very much not happening in 2024, 2025. So after rates bottom out, we go to $10 trillion, and most of that's Bitcoin. I could see that. Thoughts on Aerodrome? Let's take a look at Aerodrome. It's just flat. Holding around support. Now looks like a good time to buy Aerodrome. It did not put in a lower high in earlier, on August 5th. Let's see. Which, in your opinion, has more gains to be made from here for this bull run, Arc Block or Aerodrome? I would say Aerodrome, but I'm more confident in Arc Block that, Aerodrome's more high risk. That's what I would say. What's up, chat? Can we W in the chat for Kamala Harris? Yeah, everyone who loves Kamala Harris, put a W in the chat. Let's do it. I'm just reading a comment. Please don't ban me, TikTok. I'm just reading a comment. If you love Kamala Harris, comment W in the chat. Let's go, baby. All right, thank you for people commenting L. Oh, that's great. Block them, please. No, I think it's just somebody being funny. All right, appreciate your content. What's your opinion on XYO overall? I do like XYO. I think we need... What's going on here? Why is it not showing up? There we go. I think we need full-blown euphoria for XYO to do something significant. But, I mine coin on my phone. I convert that to XYO and get a few $100 worth of XYO on my, that I transfer to Coinbase. So no, I've not seen a single W. Come on, guys. No love for Kamala. No better than Trump. All right. I'm not going to talk politics, right? I don't want to get banned. I'm not in love with Donald Trump. So it is what it is. I'm back to, I said the other day that I was probably not going to, that I'm leaning towards not voting for either of them, but I think I'm going to vote for Trump. So XYO right now, I mean, maybe there's some sign that it's flatlining. Maybe there's some sign that it's flatlining and now is actually a really good time to get in on XYO. But I'd rather see more evidence of a flat line. So, all right, there's some W's for Kamala. Let's go. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. Put a W in the comment if you think politics are a distraction from wealth. There we go. All right. Yo, what are the price targets for Cardano for 2024 peak before 2025 dump? Give me 25% unrealized gains. I don't have enough of that. Yeah. All right. So 2024 peak for Cardano would be a new 2024 high, maybe around $1. I have this feelings rate cuts will initially be sold in the news. It's so priced in at this point. I mean, we saw a big pump last Friday after the Jackson Hole speech. Thank you for those gifts, by the way. I have no, I don't know. I haven't set up how to cash out gifts on my personal account on TikTok. So thank you anyway, you know. Let's see. I think it would. I think rate cuts would be sell the news if we pumped. I don't know about if we don't pump. Surprise! Hopefully, Nvidia hits 150, 140, 150 today. Let me see. Where's it at right now? 127. 127.39. You sure? I will see. You know, anything can happen. TAR's AI market cap. I really don't know. You know, maybe 100 million fully diluted. Let's see. What coins do you think will have the most gains short term? Right now, it's more about protection, because here's what I pointed out on the live stream, on the member only live stream yesterday, is I wanted a reset in the stochastic. A lot of altcoins got way overbought in the stochastic and in the MACD. So we're not there yet. We're not quite there yet when it comes to a reset in the stochastic. And then I'll be more interested in providing you with short-term calls. On Monday, I did say that I liked Cardano, API3, and Goldfinch. So we'll see what happens with those. So we see Bitcoin next month, 54 to 56K. I would think that we will see at some point Bitcoin between 54 to 56K. Whether that's the bottom or not, guys, just, you know what I would love to do? I would love to hibernate between now and October 1st. Just go away. Don't do anything. Don't buy. Don't sell. Definitely don't sell. But, you know, anything's possible. Let's see. Good morning, Mr. Costa. Oh, I answered that. Thoughts on ICP? Can we see 30 to 35 by year end? That's possible for ICP, yeah. My thought is a new 2024 high for ICP, and it peaked at what, like $20? Yeah. So I do think a 2024 high. ICP is interesting because it did not put in a lower high. Cold Wallet or Keep on Exchange. I like Trust Wallet. It did not, you know, it put in a higher high and then it did not put in a lower low. And so, but it hasn't broken through its downtrend. So ICP might be a good one to be buying right now, even though it hasn't broken through its downtrend. What's your XRP prediction if it breaks out? $1.50 maybe? I have a $3.02 price target, but that's, again, full-blown euphoria. So, again, for those of you on TikTok, I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Bought some yesterday. Thanks, man. Some of what? Okay. Let's see. XLT, LLM, LL. Put a W comment if you think politics are a distraction from wealth. WW. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. Convicted felon. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. Okay. Theta. Let's take a look at Theta. Any possibility XRP ETF? Not that I know of. No. Let's take a look at Theta. Smash up that like button on TikTok so we can get more people who follow my normal account on YouTube. Or, sorry, on TikTok, on my regular account. Trump will win. I'm 50-50 right now, man. The Democratic voting bloc is a lot stronger than most people are giving them credit for. So, Gala, I already looked at Gala, not touching it yet. Casper, very much not touching that. Bald-headed Jimmy Head, hello. Oh wait, I'm looking at ton. I thought that I was looking at theta. Let me look at theta real quick. Theta's close to having bottomed out. So many cryptos are exactly like this. Let's see what we've got here. So, you know, it did break through convincingly. I would say that theta, you know, you buy on the trend line. To be a convicted felon, you have to be sentenced. There we go. Polyswarm to the moon. I saw some thoughts on that, or some comments on that. Sure, Polyswarm to the moon. I just don't know enough. Matic, any thoughts? That was one of my top 10 buys for August. So, not voting at all is also not good. You know what? I wish that most people are so uninformed that I wish that they didn't vote. Is your theory for 2025 in line with FedWatch CME rate cuts expectations having 3.2% by July 2025, or do you expect quicker cutting? Usually it's quicker, but usually what happens, so maybe by July 2025 we would be at 3.25%, but then I do think that something hard landing wise would be would cause rates to drop much more aggressively. So maybe we're not at a hard landing yet by July of 2025. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was around 3.25%. But whatever the bottom is, they're saying the bottom, the experts are saying the bottom is going to be around 3%. It's usually a good idea to just subtract 1% from that, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was a hard landing that we would go to 0%. Hello, old fella. How about Turbo meme price prediction? I don't have one, sorry. Just don't smash the table. Still amazes me the complete different views that people have depending on what news channels they watch. Yeah. Good time to re-enter SMT. I've never charted SMT. I can't start now. So 3%'s never going to happen. No, 3%'s going to happen. If you're saying it's that like we're not going that low, I strongly disagree with you. And there's this group of people. I don't know where you're getting your information from. I'm telling you, we are going well below 3%. All it takes is something to scare the markets, to scare the Federal Reserve, to spook people out, and the Federal Reserve will be like, probably shouldn't do that on TikTok. Do you think DeSci has a day when utility runs? Yes. Yeah. Why API 3? Just looking at the chart, you know, API 3 had a convincing breakout. I have a lot of conviction with API 3 right now. So Citus, I don't know enough about Citus. API 3. I am live on YouTube, by the way. Guys, I'm not gonna do a HEEHEE giveaway today, I don't think. But I'll do one tomorrow and Friday, okay? I want to, because of the fact that I'm banned on my regular TikTok, I'm just going to cut one HEEHEE giveaway out. But here's the deal with API 3. That was a very convincing move through its break through its downtrend. So now, yeah, it's gone red, and I'm looking for a level of support to get in. I'm DCAing into high conviction memes. They are a bargain. Yeah. You know, I think you'll have a lot of time still to DCA into those. Please, no politics. I'm going to talk a little bit of politics. Hi, mate. Is your price prediction public? If yes, where can I get it? I do have the price target spreadsheet here, but I'm telling you, my conclusion right now is that these are either too low or too high with very little in between. So, bought TIA to sell before the lockout. Yeah, I do like that as a play. The unlock, not the lockout. Buy HEEHEE, yeah. How about Swiftcoin might be another sleeper? That's another one I don't know anything about. So am I. Did it young. Don't know what you're saying, David. What small to mid-cap utility you like for next run-up? Is arc block mid cap? I think it is. Your like button on YouTube doesn't work. I mean, I don't really care about the like button on YouTube. I appreciate it. I care more about the like button on TikTok. Matic had a nice pump. Looks like it's cooling off now. Correct. Yep. Guys, we had 8 straight days of up only for altcoins last week. Finishing last week. It's okay. You know, it's okay that cryptos would be cooling off this week. Now, of course, I did not expect the level of liquidation that we saw last week. The level of liquidations that we saw yesterday. But that's okay. Matic is in a new uptrend. It's going to start a new uptrend here. I'm convinced of it. So, live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. All right, hit the like, people. Let's go. Yeah, if it works for you, hit the like. Works for me. I can like my own live stream. Any idea why Bitcoin dumped so hard and fast yesterday? I don't know. Aside from just, I think what happened, I don't know why. Why would you think this? That when Bitcoin got to $65,000, that it was time. You know, it's time for the bull run, for this big bull run that everyone's expecting. And so people loaded up on levered longs. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me look at the funding rate heat map. I don't look at this very often. I wouldn't be surprised if things got a little hot in terms of open interest. I mean, not crazy, but hotter than a little bit hotter than normal. You know what? One that I shorting or longing anything today. Perfect timing. Bitcoin Cash. I have an entry set on Bitcoin Cash for this level right here, the bottom of these 2 pink lines, for those watching on TikTok, on YouTube at least. 293.98 is my entry for Bitcoin Cash. We'll see if it gets there. I think it will. Follow M2. Yep, I have that as a tab here. So, am I shorting or longing anything today? No, but I have a long set for Bitcoin Cash. M2 is starting to climb again, but it's still not anywhere near what we saw at any point in the last, like in terms of the increase. It's not. It's you know. Remind me which platform you trade on. Bitmart. LCX, again, with LCX, 11 cents is your entry if it goes down to 11 cents. So let me see LCX real quick. It's at 1262 right now. Did it get liquidated at all? No. It's almost ready. Clear downtrend with LCX. Almost ready to break out of that. Was following Sony. Looks like they have a lot of collab with many of the companies, OP, Chainlink, Velodrome. Do you think this could trigger price increase once they are live? If there's usage, if there's TVL, money locked into the ecosystem, things like that, then yeah. Otherwise, I'm a little wary of partnerships in general. LCX didn't even move last pump, sadly. Yeah, I see that. I mean, it also didn't dump all that hard. Is Landwolf dead? I'm not willing to throw in the red flag, the white flag on Landwolf. Not yet. AVAX. Again, I'm live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. Is the gaming narrative dead? The gaming narrative is one of the most overrated narratives in all of existence, but no, it's not dead. I mean, we saw some good movements on gaming last week. That gave me a lot more hope because I've always been skeptical of gaming. Do we have something here? Kinda. Avalanche. I think Avalanche is going to go down a little bit more, but not put in. I think it did bottom out on August 5th. Swarm Markets allows you to trade RWA stocks through crypto BlackRock, Nvidia, gold, etc. It could do well. There's been lots of stuff like that in the past. You know, there was synthetics from 2021. I don't even remember how synthetics did. I'm sure I want to look that up because I don't think it's really done anything lately. Number 117. When do you think the next leg up for TARS may be? Just ranges, yeah. Let's get through the NVIDIA earnings report first, and I might be able to give you some more thoughts on that. VeChain high 2026. How about 33 cents? What coins to buy today? I'm still waiting for a reset in the stochastic before buying. All right, you know, synthetics got up to $5. Now it's down to, man, I can't believe this is worth 455 million. I just haven't heard a thing about it. This, you know, in 2024. I don't think this would put in a new all-time high. It's pretty highly inflationary. Land Wolf chart. Do we want to get depressed? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna look at with the Land Wolf chart? You know, it's just straight down. I think it got down to 24 million, maybe even lower than that. It was a fun ride. I listen. Meme coins are out of style right now, but that doesn't mean anything. Meme coins will come back hard, and Land Wolf will be one of those, I think. Market cap 22.2 million. So this is a big gamble. Do you want to gamble? You want to gamble, then this is a good gamble, I think. But I'm still not touching it yet. I want to wait for it to bottom out. And it just doesn't look like into flatline. I just don't see any evidence that it's bottoming out or flatlining. Do I think Land Wolf is a good buy? It's like, you know, it's a huge gamble. I'll throw some money at it eventually, but not right now. What I would want to see is a decisive move in large caps, and then a decisive move in small caps, and then I'll unload into meme coins like Land Wolf. ArcBlock sold 102 million Bitcoin, $102 million worth of Bitcoin. That's interesting. Okay. ETH ETF. I don't want to say the ETH ETFs are a dud. They kind of are. You know, maybe when things get hot again, but it's just been pretty much, it's mostly red, but it's not even all that much red. Like $3.4 million worth of Ethereum were dumped yesterday. So the cumulative flow of Ethereum ETFs, it's just net negative, and it's going to remain net negative for a decent amount of time. All right, good entry for Crow. So what's up, Benji? Let me look at a good entry for Crow. Sorry, I can't keep up, and I'm not going to look at a Tezos chart right now. Again, I'm live on YouTube. I can't answer every question on TikTok. I can on YouTube though. Crow is nearing an entry. You know, it's probably not going down to hit the trend line as support, because that's getting into lower low territory, which I don't think it's going to put in a lower low. Maybe around like 7.8 cents, something like that. M2 will pick up more when they actually start cutting, and they're also still reducing the balance sheet directly anyway. Yes. Yeah, and I've talked about that. So they're unwinding, the Fed is unwinding $25 billion a month right now. That's down, or that's up from $60 billion a month from 2022 to June of this year. So I am wondering if they're going to announce that they're done cutting from their balance sheet. M2 not yet indeed. After and during the rate decrease, then we should see Bitcoin going up. either follow and down the line till memes shortly after. Have you heard of this latest Gaussian channel Bitcoin quicksand video going around? Yeah, I actually made a video on my YouTube channel talking about that today. So Gaussian channel, this is really important. We're cooked. We're not quite cooked. We're cooked more than people think. Are you a fan of buying, hold for Bitcoin and Ethereum, or will you always trade? I want to personally, if Bitcoin peaks at $80,000, or if for some reason 74,000 was the peak, then I'm just going to buy and hold. Where's the Gaussian? My eyes are failing me. It's not there. Why is it disappearing? All right, I really do want to take some time to talk about the Gaussian channel here, because it's really important to understand what's going on and why, again, all signs are pointing, in my opinion, to Bitcoin not going well over $100,000 or even really at all going over $100,000. This is matching. This is looking a lot like 2021, in my opinion. So 2020. So we just entered on the 5-day chart. We entered the Gaussian channel, and Crypto Crew University, he calls it quicksand. The death of Bitcoin will be fine and fabulous. Bitcoin's never gonna die. Keep dreaming. Sorry you didn't get in early enough. But okay. Every time Bitcoin enters the Gaussian channel, that means we're at or near the end. Big run up for Bitcoin. So big run up for Bitcoin. We come and enter the Gaussian channel every time. That's a signal that we're going to spend a lot of time eventually below the Gaussian channel. Let me remove all the lines here. So 2021 was a little bit of an exception. But okay, we have 2019. We entered the Gaussian channel for the first time. We pumped off of that, but it was something like 300 days. Let me flip my camera so you can see. Every time we've entered the Gaussian channel, it was something like 300 days of a struggle before we flipped back above the Gaussian channel and had a big run. So 2019 was the last time before 2021. 2017, Bitcoin had the big blow off top, entered the Gaussian channel, and that was a signal that it was, going to be a long stretch of time. In that case, I think it was like 450 days to where he calls it quicksand, to where we just fall into the quicksand and go below the Gaussian channel. And then the next time we go above, good. But anytime we have a large prolonged move above the Gaussian channel, when we go back down to the Gaussian channel, we get sucked into it. And so you can see 2021, I wouldn't really call this an exception. I would call it a signal that we're done with the large explosive moves above. We're done with the large explosive moves, a prolonged move above the Gaussian channel. So we did go up to $69,000, barely hit a new all-time high. And remember, everyone was talking about Bitcoin going to $100,000. And I will fully admit, I was one of those people. But no, we spent a little bit of time above the Gaussian channel, but then it was a prolonged move below. We got sucked in. And so this is what I think is going to happen again. Because again, just like 2021, everyone is expecting 100,000 plus Bitcoin. And that belief alone I think the market makers have an incentive to drive us up to a point where everyone throws caution to the wind. Everyone throws caution to the wind. We get to $80,000 Bitcoin, and everyone's saying $100,000, $150,000, $200,000. It'll be different this time. That's what I thought in 2021 when we hit the Gaussian channel. I thought it was different. I thought it was going to be different that time. But there's so many other things that I could point to. There's so many other things I could point to that would say this time is not different. And so, you know, I mean, a recession is looming. The chances that we are going to enter a recession, like there are so many indicators that have a 100% hit rate. 100%. Kathy Wood says 1.5 million Bitcoin eventually. So just like 2021, the masses believe we're going over $100,000. I think that alone is enough to drive the price to a new all-time high so that the market makers can destroy us. But that'll be like $80,000. That won't be $100,000. That won't be $150,000. So $80,000. But then, you know, the difference between now and 2021 is that Bitcoin dominance was already bottomed out. But right now, Bitcoin dominance is more at a peak. So I would expect Bitcoin dominance to bottom out and to take the elevator down to get to the under 50%. So we would still have a decent move for altcoins, maybe even a significant move for altcoins, maybe even alt season. So we'll see. That's my expectation. So the Gaussian channel, everyone's talking about. I actually, have you heard the latest? Not everyone's talking about it. People refuse to believe it. I refused to believe this in 2021. Dial in the alt season. Let's manifest it together. I think gaming is a similar story to Matic. It is just so low comparatively that it has to start moving to catch up, at least for the genuinely good projects. Yeah. Alex, if your VPN has dedicated IP, you can bypass human verification on the websites. I don't know what you're talking about, old fella. Yeah, I have a feeling that you're talking about something that I referenced at some point. I just don't know. If XRP makes it past the appeal, do you think it pumps this time? I think there will be a time when XRP has a violent move. Crypto is the ultimate Ponzi scheme. Correct. Crypto is. Bitcoin is not. Hi, Alex. Thank you for your informative and insightful YouTube videos and live streams. I'm being patient and waiting to take profits before the end of 2024. I hope it works out for you. Just don't get greedy. Because, again, let's say Bitcoin does get to $80,000. It's going to be hard for me to admit, like, hey, it's the peak, guys. It's over. I'm going to be tempted to get caught up in the wave of euphoria. FYI, the day that Bitcoin peaks, whatever day that is, I'm probably going to be bullish. So, but remember, I have an exit strategy. I will follow the exit strategy even when I'm bullish. It's going to hurt. I'm going to be convinced that things are going to go higher on the day of the peak. I lose sleep knowing there has to be a loser on the other side of my winning trade. That should bother you. You know, we all know that these altcoins are going to go much lower. And there's going to be really upset people on the other side of this. What's the chances that you're the loser? You might end up being a bag holder. I sleep better at night knowing that I'm selling early instead of trying to sell the peak, that I'm trying to sell early. Because I'm not the direct cause. And my hope is that I can warn people, you know? And maybe even some people just, hey, don't buy. Things are too hot. There's 1,000 people in my live stream. Don't buy. But we'll see. Why are you watching Bitstamp, not Binance? I choose whatever I choose. I'm not the most organized person in the world. Hi, Alex. You are on TikTok as well, or just YouTube? Can't see you on TikTok. Don't know why. Yeah, Rafa, my crypto TikTok account got banned yesterday for a week. My live streams did. Any prediction on Tau BitTensor? If we were to see full-blown euphoria, 2761 is my target. But otherwise, no. Maybe $1,000. I watched yesterday Crypto Crew. He spoke about it. Very knowledgeable guy. Yeah, he says things that people don't want to hear. Why the ban? I'm so sorry, TikTok. I spread misinformation. Wink. I spread that misinformation, man. Can you explain why we should sell any Bitcoin when it's supposed to go to 1 million in 10 years? Listen, if my target of $80,000 is the peak, I'm not all that interested in selling Bitcoin. If it were to have a blow off top, it just makes sense. Let's say it goes to $200,000, $500,000. You better believe I'm selling. MVRVZ score, if that were to get up to 7 or 10, if it's not going to go up all that high, then I'm not selling. Someone lost $50 and you get banned. No, I talked about politics. I talked about one particular party possibly cheating in 2024. But I repent, TikTok. I'm so sorry. There's no way that's going to happen. None at all. It's not going to happen. Alex, people don't like you for that kind of speech. If you're talking about Bitcoin not going to $100,000, yeah. Great breakdown and analysis. I can't wait to watch that Gaussian channel video. Trump 2024. I'm so sorry, TikTok, for reading a comment saying Trump 2024. Please forgive me. Watch Calvin Hill on TikTok. He's amazing. He's okay. Who is someone you recommend we watch in the crypto space that you respect? Crypto Crew University has earned my respect for sure. He's the one who's talking about this Gaussian channel. My favorite is the blockchain backer. Was talking about when you open Deck Screener. Oh, okay. It loads a page to confirm that you are human with a checkbox. All right. The thing is, though, I have NordVPN, and it slows it down when I'm in a VPN. It slows down my live streams. I like that you were doing some biographical videos. Gives insight to why you want to succeed. Thank you. If you're talking about my personal account with some random videos, or if you're talking about that one video I made last week, that was a one-off, but I do appreciate it. All right. When it comes to trading, 10% of something is better than 80% of nothing. Yes. Alex, Crow price predictions this year. No idea. How about 40 cents? Hi, Alex. What are your thoughts on FTM? Bullish, bearish? Bullish on FTM. Yeah. I like HBAR more. FTM is the Walmart version of HBAR, but they market, and they're trying to do things. And pay no attention to the Gaussian channel for anything other than Bitcoin. So let me actually hide that. Although I do wonder, I was looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart, and let me pull up the Gaussian channel again. Maybe, maybe this is the sign with Bitcoin dominance. When Bitcoin dominance enters the Gaussian channel, that'll be the time to get into altcoins. That's just a thought that entered my mind just now. NKN, a good crypto with use cases. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. I really appreciate it. I've looked up NKN before. I'm just not familiar with it. $55 million market cap, decent volume, circulating supply, decently diluted, 77.78%. All-time chart. So this is a dinosaur. Okay, launched in at the worst time in 2018. Put in a new all-time high, a very quick all-time high in 2021. Now it's down to 7 cents. So this is one that I would like for the retrace. Probably not hitting a new all-time high anytime soon. Let me look at the market cap. All right, so not super inflationary. What is NKN? I know I've heard about it before. Oh, new kind of network. Yeah, focuses on decentralized open source network protocol for public blockchain. I mean, new kind of network, but old network because it's dinosaur. P2P networks to share bandwidth and internet connectivity. Is this like ArcBlock? Because ArcBlock's really old, but ArcBlock came back with a vengeance this bull run. I'm curious. So Al General, how long we are above Gaussian channel? I mean, are we above it right now? No, we're in the Gaussian channel. But reminder, 2021. Let me hide all these lines. There we go. 2021. You know, we were in it for a while, but then we broke out, and then this is a 5-day chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 5-day periods until we peaked, and then it was pretty much over. So that was 2021. So that gives us 50 days, which actually aligns perfectly. When you see Bitcoin break back out above the Gaussian channel, that aligns perfectly with this idea that we have 7 weeks. That alt season, whatever alt season looks like, it takes 7 weeks to play itself out. About 7 weeks. We will see. Do you hold any Revis DAO? I've never heard of it. Have you looked at RSR? Yeah, I like RSR. RWA Crypto. Do I have that on TradingView? I don't think I do. No. I'll chart RSR real quick. Let's go to the daily chart. Again, for altcoins, pay no attention to the Gaussian channel. It doesn't matter. It only matters for Bitcoin. We got something here. RSR needs to break this downtrend. But, you know, it's put in a higher high on the daily. So that's good. If I were to do a swing pattern failure trade, that's kind of probably what I would be looking for here. Shoot. I did not mean to do that. Something like right here. It is possible that RSR would get down that low. If it does, that's my entry. Somewhere in that yellow box. Where do you look up Bitcoin dominance? Different places, so just wondering where you look. All right, yeah. So I have a strong opinion that I want to share with you with Bitcoin dominance. You have to find a chart that does not show stable coins. It's absolute nonsense that stable coins would be included in a Bitcoin dominance chart, because when you cash out, you go to stable coins. Come on, man. Sounded like Joe Biden there. Come on, man. Um, so you need to find one without stable coins. And stable coins are large market cap cryptos. 2 of the top 10 cryptos in terms of market cap are stable coins, USDT and USDC. So this Bitcoin dominance 57.22 is without stable coins. They're usually, I think on coin market cap, you can see Bitcoin dominance. 56%. All right, I don't know where they're getting 56% because that would include, I'm sorry for a second. Bitcoin dominance with stable coins would be in the lower 50s or something like that, not 56%. Let me look at coin360.com and see what they say for Bitcoin dominance. If they have it. Bloody day. 54.76%. That's not accurate. That does not include, that probably includes stable coins. Whoa, I don't want to zoom in. So I just look up BTC.D. What's the ticker for Gaussian? Gaussian. It's not a ticker. You got to look it up on indicators. Type in GAUSSIAN. Channel. It'll be the first one that shows up. There it is. Trump 2024. Oh, I did not mean to invite you. Please don't join me on this live stream. I did not mean to invite you. Is it a support resistance channel? It's more of a, I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't say support resistance channel. What do you think is better for more gains, Crow or LCX at this point? Crow. Or sorry, no, LCX, excuse me. Crow is probably a safer play. It's a much safer play. But LCX, I would go with LCX. Still bullish on ABT? Of course I am. I talked about it last week. ABT is a high conviction play right now. Of course, it's down. People have taken profits. But ArcBlock isn't down nearly as badly as other cryptocurrencies. That's a good sign. IDEX, any entry price. I don't have IDEX on here. I'm just going to, and I don't get questions about it often, so I'm just going to add it and then delete it. Ideonomics? No, that's not what it is. IDEX USD. Wow, what's going on with IDEX? Lots of volume these last couple of days. I wouldn't touch this. I would wait for it to come down a bit. I don't know anything about this fundamentally, so FYI. It went below its 2022 bear market bottom. So great value point, W bottom, but this could go much lower from where it is now. And looking at the last high volume breakout there, that was a local top. That's really interesting. I wonder if this is a low volume crypto in general. I mean, I can tell it is, but yeah, I wouldn't mess around with this. I want a 56 to 58K Bitcoin. You might get it. I want to pick up ABT around 1.3 to 1.5. Do you think it will go there, or are we staying around 1.8 to 1.9? Let me look here. $1.3 to 1.5. That's within 1.5 is within the realm of possibility. Shoot. I don't think so. I don't think it's going that low. I would guess. I don't want to draw a fib here. Bullish on what? Or are you asking what bullish means? Maybe 160 for arc block. Brian Ross said he's going to start selling in mid-October. I'm curious to know what people think about that. If they're like, no, bro, it's going to $100,000. Why would you do that? Because remember, earlier this year, I started selling when Bitcoin got up to $53,000. So mid-October, that's around the time that I think Bitcoin's going to break its previous all-time high. So, yeah, I agree. I would start selling in mid-October. Good entry for Injective, $19. Oh, never mind. I was going to say 1908. You know, it's really close to where I would want to enter right now. Oh, my goodness, what are you doing? Ethereum high for 2024, I'll say like 5,000. So I think now is a pretty good entry for Injective. Bitcoin at 54K, that is within the realm of possibility, certainly. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Well, short term, here's what I think is going to happen. We could go lower. We could go down. But I do think the NVIDIA report is going to be positive. That's going to give us some short-term excitement, and we'll go back to $65,000. I say that very open-handedly. I don't say that with a lot of confidence. All right, good entry point for Pendle. I'm not going to look at the chart. Yes. I would, yeah, start dollar cost averaging. I would do that. I mean, I am more of a DCA and HODL guy now. Remember, from April to July, I was not saying DCA and HODL. I shifted my attention to meme coins entirely at that time. Now I'm saying DCA and HODL. Why did Bitcoin drop down from 65K to 60K recently? People got greedy. They levered a lot, and they got wiped out. And so it shouldn't be surprising. We're not ready yet. We're not there yet. We're not ready for Bitcoin to go up to, new all-time highs just yet. But people thought that we were. Got lucky with my buy limit order exactly at $1 for something. For ARC block. FYI, pro tip: don't set limit orders at a round number. Most traders, if they want to get in at $1, they'll set a limit order at like $1.03, something like that. What happened to Engine? I don't know. I mean, it's not a crypto that I've been talking about. This chart looks oogly. What price do you see ETH peaking this cycle? 2024, 2025, $5,000. Is Engine dead? I mean, Metaverse. I'm just so down on Metaverse, man. Could it make a comeback? It'll make a comeback. Don't expect this to do a retrace. Don't expect this to do a new all-time high. That's just, ugh. Near protocol twice price 2024. My biggest buys were 26.49K Bitcoin. 56 was a good buy too. I need to be closer to 56.58. Let's dip. Let's dip. All right, near. Where is near going to in 2024? I do think a new 2024 high. So 2024 high is $9. I need to get rid of this fib chart here. What about a 1.618 retrace? I want to see what that would look like. $1.618 would put it at 1264, something like that. That sounds about right. Bitcoin being back in the Gaussian channel is more of a sign to start DCAing and holding for mid to long term. But I think a lot of people panic about it and think I should sell into the quicksand. Historically, Bitcoin's initial move into the Gaussian channel is not, I don't think that's a time where you should DCA and hodl for long term. For midterm, yes. Or short term, even. You know, for the rest of the year, yes. But like looking at the Gaussian channel historically, it's a decent amount higher than the eventual bottom. So, all right, I got another 5 minutes or so. Why do you think ETH has been doing so poorly compared to Bitcoin when they both have ETFs approved? I just, you know, ETH demand is not, there isn't as much of an appetite on Wall Street for Ethereum. And so it's been net negative, and we've had to deal with Grayscale selling off. And then ETH, I mean, people are disillusioned by the gas fees. Solana is becoming a lot more mainstream, and volume on Solana is oftentimes higher than Ethereum. The only reason why Ethereum makes more money than Solana is because Solana charges pennies, whereas Ethereum charges a lot of money, and people are tired of it. Do I see Solana dipping under 140? I think so. At some point, I think Solana is going to revisit 126, which is a huge level of support. It's just ranging. It's been ranging for a while. So 126 is a great entry. If you see it go to 126, hit the buy button. I know you can't answer it certainly. What's the lowest you ever see Bitcoin going into the future? I think end of 2025, Bitcoin will be at, or, you know, give or take a few $1,000s, around 30,000, $30,000 to $35,000. So maybe that means it would go under $30,000 even. If things get really ugly, like Great Depression ugly, which I don't think so. I think they're going to turn on the money printer sufficiently that we don't enter a Great Depression. But if it got Great Depression levels, I would think under $10,000. Blocked again on your main, yes sir. And I'm almost done with this live stream. I've been live for like an hour and 10 minutes. So I think I already said 5 more minutes, but I'm going to say 5 more minutes for this live stream, and then I'll be done. And I'll be, like many of you, holding my breath for the NVIDIA earnings report. All right, ABT. Yeah, $1. When is the NVIDIA earning report? After hours today. Opinion on ADA. Do you think it's realistic to get back to its all-time high? Eventually. I think ADA, in 2021, it was the most overrated crypto. Now I think it's the most underrated. So yeah, I would say all-time high, but not for 2024, 2025. Yeah, they blocked me because of politics yesterday. Free speech. I love my free speech. I think the NVIDIA earnings are going to be positive. I do too, yeah. Take profit price on Solana. On an entry at 126, given the timing as to when I think it would get to 126, I would hold it until well over 200. What's your regular account on TikTok? World War Bitcoin. All one word, World War Bitcoin. The Telegram owner is released. Okay. Do you see Avalanche increasing? Sure. I did look at the Avalanche chart today. I'd be a lot more bullish on it if it broke through this downtrend here. So that's the 5-day chart. Let me go back to the daily chart and let me hide the Gaussian channel. It doesn't apply for altcoins. So Avalanche needs to break through this downtrend. It came close. Had 9 straight green days. I'd say give it some time. Let stochastic and regular RSI reset. Stochastic is still in overbought territory, even over these last few days. Yeah, we can say whatever we want. We could accuse Trump of cheating. Trump cheated in 2016. Hey everyone, Trump cheated in 2016. Let's see if TikTok bans me. Guys, Russian collusion, the bots, totally happened, man. What do you see Solana peak price in 2024? Maybe like 300. Thank you, Victor. I've gotten some positive feedback on that. I really appreciate that. The video where I talked about myself. But I don't talk about myself as much as I talk about Trump cheating in 2016, which he definitely did. And do you think the election will be a sell the news? If Trump wins, we'll get a pop after that, because the market has priced in the possibility of a Kamala win, which is actually a really that has me. If Trump wins, like when it was Trump against Biden, the market was pricing in a Trump win. Now that it's pricing in the increased possibility of a Kamala win, if Trump wins, immediately the market will pop. What time do you come on usually? Usually around now between like 9:30 and 11, something like that. So your dad was an interesting dude. My dad was an interesting dude, that is for sure. He played football, basketball, and ran track at Brown University in the 1940s. You could look him up. So you're saying that Kamala wins, the market will dump? I think more so it won't be a pump. That doesn't mean that the market would dump. Trump going to be toast like your price prediction or toast? I don't know. Maybe they'll try to... I was going to say maybe they'll try to assassinate him again, but I'm not saying that, TikTok. because Trump cheated in 2024. He deserves. Trump needs to go to jail because he cheated in 2016. Excuse me. No misinformation, TikTok? None? Huh. Okay. Based on the election, how do you see Trump MAGA coin doing? Sell it. I'm telling you, sell it in October. You do not want to be holding it into the day of the election thinking it's going to pump. It'll dump really hard a few days before the election. Cambridge Analytica. Do you think ETH will hit 10K maybe in the next cycle? After the money printers turned on, yes. Not before. I think Trump is going to lose. I think he's going to lose. I hate to say it. I think he's going to lose. He's gonna need to have a lead of, like, he needs to win Pennsylvania. He needs to win it on the day of the election. He needs to win it convincingly. If he doesn't, and it's close, then Kamala will win Pennsylvania. If Kamala wins Pennsylvania, I don't think Trump's going to be able to overcome it. I think a ton of people will get out if Kamala wins because there will be a lot of bills passed from what she has proposed. I don't know, man. I don't think she's going to be able to pass like a 45% capital gains tax or anything like that. He's winning PA. He needs to win by a lot in Pennsylvania. I have 50K if anyone wants to bet on the election. When will it be wise to? I have no thoughts on Politify meme coins. I think they're all going to die within, a few days before the election. Trump and Obama have divided this nation, and there's more racial tension that was caused. Esh. I was going to ask, you said about staying away from meme coins. Are you still not interested in buying Politify memes going into the election? I'm pretty much out on Politify memes. It seems like they peaked at a certain point, and I have a feeling they're not going to come back. That's just a feeling. Pepe, thoughts on Pepe? It's not looking amazing right now, so I don't know. There will be a time when Pepe explodes. I'm convinced of it, but not yet. It's still just kind of downtrending, I think he wins PA. If he wins Pennsylvania, he'll win. All right, guys, I got to run. Thank you all for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day. I will be back tomorrow. See you later.